New shop opening, Magical Earth. There's one of them in Accrington. They sell all them dream catchers and sort of goth stuff, spooky ornaments. Oh, it's opening. Been closed for the past couple of Sundays. That's that cheapo shop, sells all that good cheap stuff. Installation tape, really good, soft, pliable, good quality stuff. £1 for 2 rolls. A lot of it's rubbish, isn't it? Well, another sunny Sunday. A lovely summer continues. And where am I going? Well, I mentioned it yesterday. It was a sort of a test. I didn't announce it in writing. I thought I'll just see if anyone picks up. Did you watch all 36 minutes of that waffle? It's Hebden Bridge, classic car and bike show. It's always a good do because, like I said, there's lots of stalls and I like pottering around stalls. And I got this sticker there once, the Vincent sticker. All that way for a sticker. No, it's just a day out, isn't it? Instead of sat in a backyard drinking shandy. I should do though. It's been a hard week going back to work after 2 weeks of rest. And last time I went the countryside route and came back the same bloody way, so this time I'm going the Burnley way, which is past Townley Hall. I'm going on the motorway now to Burnley, past Townley Hall. Hopefully it'll be signposted. It looks like it's a straight road, but we'll see. Through Todmorden, and then Hebden Bridge is about 12 mile on, I think. So it's about 25 miles, similar to going to Blackpool kind of distance. Parking's a bugger because last time I went to where the car park for the railway station was, and I never like getting a ticket because someone will pinch your ticket, won't they, obviously, these days. So I just parked it on a bit of grass. And last year I forgot to take my puck. I've got one in my pocket. I think I rested it on my gloves last year. And my mum and Ernie were there, but they won't be there this time because old Ernie, 79, has had a growth taken off his nose. He were panicking in case it's cancerous. My mum said, well, he's always been a sun lover, he has a hat on. And he loves just sitting in his deck chair. Whenever they go anywhere, they have deck chairs in the back of his Mercedes. And they'll just happily eat the butties and sit in the sun for an hour and then tootle off again somewhere. And because we're not used to sunshine, our skins are vulnerable, aren't they? I've not had sunburn for years. When I was little I remember peeling it off, when you start to peeling the dried up skin off, when you get sunburn and it peels. Quite an attractive old bird. So, what time is it? Just 12 o'clock, that's good because I can see exactly how long it's going to take, what kind of estimates. 1:45 maybe. I would have set off early, but I was drying off in the backyard and Ginger wanted a cuddle. I can't disturb my baby if he wants to snuggle up on me. Ginger's my cat, not a person. (1753), that's a date somewhere. Parking a quad, you think that'd disappear? Parking a quad on the street. We were there yesterday messing with it. I think I'd adapt the back gate to fit it in. I don't know, I mean, look at that bike outside. Are there that many bike thefts? I mean, it depends on area to area, doesn't it? In London they disappear, but maybe bike theft isn't as prolific up here. It's like robberies, and in London them jewellery's getting smashed and grabbed by, they call them moped gangs. They're not mopeds. If they're tearing down the bloody road at 70 miles an hour, they're on a T-Max 500, it's not a bloody moped. I don't know why they keep calling them moped gangs. Moped gang, you could chase them on foot, kick them off their bike, stab them in the leg and spray solvents in their eyes. And as they're screaming, grab the loot and you pinch it. Stick it on eBay. I'm asking that mate in London how he goes on for security, but he's 24 stone and 6'5". Although if someone's tooled up, doesn't matter how big you are. But he said, no, I don't go in certain pubs. I know which pubs I'm happy to go in, and I stick to them. Imagine living in London, it'd be fabulous, expensive, but all the interesting things to do every weekend. I'll be going in that bike shed, that new museum cafe set up in Shoreditch. I'd love to have a shufty around there. It wasn't open when I was in London 4 years ago, and someone said it's been started by Charlie Boorman. Him off Ewan McGregor's trip. Did he go across Africa and then somewhere else? But everyone says it was a bit fake, that, because he had a bloody entourage of in a van. Right, they weren't on their own, a huge camera crew, a huge entourage, assistants, probably someone to wipe their ass. And they said that other bikers are a lot more respected. Call, I forgot his name now. Little scruffy fella went across America and across. What are you doing, Elvis? Oh, overtake, good. Not Henry Cole, it's another one. Although Henry Cole did some good stuff. It's turned into a bit of a turnip with that crappy bloody shed programme he does. But when he did the world's greatest motorcycle ride, it was wonderful, very entertaining. So, motorway to Burnley, past Townley Hall, then into Todmorden, and then Hebden Bridge. Ooh. This cutting here is where the tip is, and there's a terrible smell. Cut it with a bloody knife. Rotting rubbish, landfill. Ugh. Put the news on in bed this morning. Well, on the telly, opposite the bed. Barry Chuckles died, hasn't he? Age 73. To me, to you. Ready? What? To me. No, to you. No, it's to me, to you. The cheap mirrors move slightly unless I knocked it. It's better. Barry Chuckle, I know what his real name was. They all changed the name, don't they? I've just been listening to an interview on the Radio Lancashire with Gilbert O'Sullivan, and his real name's Raymond. His surname's right because he's from Ireland. He moved over here when he was 6. But yeah, I like him, got a good voice and he's got some lovely songs, hasn't he? Alone again, naturally. I like Leo Sayer as well, he had a fabulous voice. People dismiss the 70s as being crap because of all the glam rock stuff, but a lot of that was good. And David Bowie, a good era, that was my era, although I didn't really soak it up at the time. I was 10 in 1974, so I was more into bicycles rather than the music scene. And I'll let you in, Albert. A lot of people nip over to the centre lane, don't you? But just ease off the throttle and let them in. I was once behind a CX500 rider on the way home from work, and he did that. He just carried on at the same speed, and when the car pulled alongside him, he tooted his horn and shook his head. I thought, you're in the wrong, you tit. Yeah, I could have gone that way, but I'll stay on the motorway a bit longer when I get there. In a hurry, sort of. Yeah, you see that sign, Halifax, A679 to Halifax. (671), so where's the town centre? Oh yeah, Turf Moor, it's the football club road that I want. Turf Moor. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. When I cried when my father died, dee 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 dee. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Dee 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 dee. Ah, Townley Hall and Turf Moor. See, I'm glad, I mean, a lot of places don't issue signposts, you don't stick them up. You know, you go somewhere and you think, where the hell am I? We haven't all got sat-navs. So it's nice to see signs provided by councils. A lot don't, believe it or not. So that's the Holiday Inn. Keighley. Oh good, not one of them that push you into another bloody lane then. See, when you hear the word Burnley, you associate it with mills and terraced houses like Blackburn, but it's actually a leafy area where I live. The countryside's just a couple of miles outside each town. Although there are a couple of mill chimneys there, and a couple of old mills. Chimley. Now then, town centre. Yeah, you can go up here. I'll go right and then left at the end. I think that's sort of near the Townley Hall turn off, if I remember. Last time I was actually walking in Burnley was a stag do in 2015 or 16. My niece's Australian husband. Coal and logs. Look at this nice old mill. Yes, Bandit Nev, let them wait. Stuff them. Banny's Fish and Chip drive-through sit-in takeaway. Oh, KFC as well. My guts, I actually went to the bog first time in 2 days, because after that curry on Friday night I thought my guts were going to be rough, but I've been alright surprisingly, despite the prawns tasting rather ripe. So hopefully I should be alright today. It is down the hill, so that Townley Hall turn off, I hope. Courts Town Hall. Let's see what that sign said. I mean, years ago there was a nightclub in the centre called Cat's Whiskers and that was a roundabout for Colne Road, which is where Burnley Football Club is, and the turn off at Townley Hall. So we'll see. I once spent £25 on taxis. Joe Brown, and he was I think George Harrison was alive then. Joe Brown, that old 50s rocker, was appearing here at Burnley Mechanics. He's tooting. And I didn't send for a ticket, I just, yeah, I'll go this way. So I'll go down, so I got a taxi down. It was very quiet. Oh, I've come wrong way. So I went in, ticket for Joe Brown. It's cancelled, love. Did you not ring up? I said, no, I just come down, I want a ticket. No, it's cancelled. I said, why? I said, why? Is there a reason? Well, to be honest, very poor ticket sales. We only sold half a dozen. And it seats about 400. Poor Joe. Although he does better these days, I think. Is it because of his association with George Harrison? Radio Lama. There's a road at bottom that looks busy. What are any signs on these bloody roads? It's a twerp. I should have stuck to the streets, I know. La da 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 dee 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 dee. Da 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 da. Oh, more humps. I'm looking at that junction ahead while suddenly a bloody hump appears. Thinking, do I turn? Do I turn right? Can't get lost in Burnley. I'm not really started on the road to Hebden Bridge yet. That's one I thought I'd get stuck on. Ah, that's a turn off, isn't it? That is. Yeah. Oh yes, actually I intended going this way all the time because that is the Townley Hall gatehouse. Honest. I think we have a built-in indicate you tit. I wonder what them little orange lights were for. I thought they were for Christmas. Right, so according to my map, there is a countryside road apparently that runs sort of parallel, but After getting slightly lost then, I don't think I'd trust myself trying to find it. Look at this. Horse and cart. Ooh. And a big cup of coffee and lots of biscuits before I came out. Will you press a button, Albert? Get past while there's a gap. Oh, it's a woman. I'm not overtaking while there's roadworks, so I don't want to spook that horse. Unless it's a clear road ahead, which it is. I got my Tarzan horn wired up, so I could have pressed the horse noise, but last time I did that and there were horses on the horizon, they all started stampeding. It must be a proper horse warning cry, synthesized. Someone was saying that electronics expert could synthesize a new sound chip and I could have 6 entirely different sounds on my horn. Oh, yeah, well, if you had a novelty horn, what sounds would you have on? Because you can't get these anymore. I saw one at Thorncraft when I was having them brakes ruined a few years ago, and they have one with a train noise on. Animals, silly ones, cat, dog, frog. It said train sound. I presume that's but this isn't. Wonder why they stopped making these. All there is on eBay now, cheap as this cost bloody £40. I remember being slightly hesitant. Todmorden, yeah, that's right. Oh, it's a straight road, no need to indicate. Now then, is it down here? Not up there, is it? Well, it's showing a veer left sign, that's what that sign said. That right sign there is to Crown Point. Remember that video with Accrington Bike Club? That's where that alleged singing ringing tree is. It didn't make a bloody noise, despite me walking half a mile to get up to it. Right, so, straight road. Hopefully all the way to Hebden Bridge now, via Todmorden. JJ's Diner. I watched in Northern Riders video of the Ray bike meet, because I've been working 6 till 2, I was knackered. I could have gone because the day after was Friday was my medical appointment, but you need your wits about you, don't you, when you're on your bike. And because I get up, alarm goes off at 4:05 and I press the snooze twice, get up at 4:15, and because I've been awake all that time, and because Ray's so far away, you need your full wits about you, don't you, not just half of them. you get it halfway. I seem to recall coming this way one year. This must be the 4th time I've been. You went wrong way, Albert. Does everyone know about the bike show? I mean, I haven't actually checked online. I should have done, because one of my mum's got it wrong. We'll see, won't we? It's a nice ride anyway. And I've got a full tank of fuel. no, like I keep saying, no bike ride's a waste of time, is it? Because you're out on your bike in the fresh air and the sunshine. Nice hills to the right, slightly hazy. I was watching another Hornet Riders video. I forgot who it was. No one that we know. Not one we subscribe to. Because he's just done a couple of videos. Why do them people just do a couple of videos and then nothing? It makes you worry in case they're no longer with us, you know what I mean? You think all sorts, don't you? What's up with them? And yeah, someone said, I ain't watching any more of your video, you ride like a grandpa. Because he's just doing what I do, merrily tootling along within the speed limits. Nice, isn't it? Big leafy valley and a few trees to break it up. Very nice. Clividger Village Hall. Is this Clividger? La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da dee 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 dee. The ramming. That was the last Carry On film. When Kenneth Williams died, was it Sid James? They're in the middle of making another Carry On. In 1970, well, somewhere in the late 70s, and it was a piss taker, Dallas, and Kenneth Williams was called Are You Ramming? But I don't know. I mean, I got a full set of 30 proper Carry On, not that crappy one with Rick Mail, who I never found very funny. Sorry, I know he's a cult comedian amongst all the students, but saying smelly pants and farty breath is not my idea of comedy. Yeah, and they made one, and Jim Dale appeared in it. He's sacrilege because he's in about half a dozen of the proper ones. And they asked Barbara Windsor what she thought. I had a look at the script and I cried because I knew all the people I knew that were died who used to be in the films would hate it. So the script made her cry because it was so poor. Julian Clary. About as funny as a punctured lung. Yeah, I remember this road now. I remember coming back on it last time. What they're digging up there. I like these hills, aren't they lovely? Hey, look at that. Ooh. These haven't had any fires on them, have they? I'm tootling along on a sunny day. Little dee. Traffic light just goes the road slightly narrow. Well, take some bloody meat off that pavement. You don't need a wide pavement with grass on for pedestrians, because who's going to walk along here? No one. So do away with the lights and make the bloody road wider and just have a single space for a single human being on the bloody road. Road planners, take heed. Pay attention. Pay attention. Look at that, not lovely. Hey, lovely. Hey. Admire the view and swerve into the other lane. See an old lady there, no helmet on. Middle-aged bikers, cyclists don't wear appropriate safety gear. Why? I'm not wearing a daft hat like that. Hey. I've mentioned it many times before, but I was thinking of getting a bicycle again on my last sort of diet. dieting period. I thought it might do me some good, until I remembered last time when I had one and it nearly killed me. I cycled to work. I lived in Clayton, only 2.5 miles away, and by the time I got to work I could hear my squeaking pulse at the back of my head. I thought I'm going to have a bloody brain hemorrhage, pedalling like hell up a big hill. So I got shut of my mountain bike. I think it was 18 speed Coventry Eagle. It's a cheap one. So cheap that the bloody pedals bent. The crank, the crank things. So a couple of years ago I got a helmet off eBay. Not a traditional cycling helmet, it's like a chrome version of a GI helmet. And then I looked at all the cheap push bikes in Halford, realised they were crap. You get what you pay for, don't you? If you pay £100 for a bike, it's going to be a little tinny thing that's going to bend and fall apart, especially with 20 stone on it. Or probably 21 stone then. Oh, lovely hills. Cornholm. Wonder which railway line that is. Are we into foreign parts yet? i.e. Yorkshire. Cameras are far off Todmorden. I seem to remember making all these comments last time I came this way. Where the hell are we? It is that sign said Todmorden then. So we're sort of halfway after nearly half an hour. Yeah, I remember because here there was a very attractive girl with a short skirt on. I admired her bottom. Yeah, that's what I should have on this Tarzan horn, a dog bike. A really fierce big dog. Like an Alsatian boy. And a short little yapping, ankle biting dogs up. On the horn I gave away to my mate Paul. Oh no, it wasn't that one, it was one I gave away in a competition. It had a dinosaur roar. I used to have competitions every year, sort of near Christmas. And I gave away my first Grover, and I gave away my spare novelty horn. Ooh, a fly splat. Did it splat on the lens? Look at that, I was asking for a landslide, didn't it? Ooh. Ooh, that's scary. Dry stone wall crumbled down the hill. Lydgate. So, nice area, isn't it? Look at this. I'll do one of those self-edit things to point all this particular scenery out. What if all that suddenly collapsed into, well, onto this road? Rumble, rumble. I think you'd hear a rumble or two first, wouldn't you? I watched a few of those videos on YouTube of natural disasters, and there's been a few landslides onto roads. The one in Japan, and the driver just saw some debris in the road. Luckily he had sense to stop, and then he reversed when some more crumbling bits fell. And the next thing, the entire hillside just landed on the road, wallop. And you could see the car's dash cam shaking about because of the vibration on the road of all the bloody soil and rocks and trees crumbling onto it. We have had landslides either, or blubber houses on A59 was closed that time when I went to that Route 59 cafe. I think that's similar to this. In fact, I don't think it's as steep as this, and yet they had a landslide. Going down all the bloody grids, aren't they? That's trouble with bikes. Cars sort of go over the, wheel either side sort of thing, and we go down the bloody dips. That bus pulled in, yep. Oh, much further. Have you seen any signs yet for Hebden Bridge? I've not seen one. It said drone surveillance. Is that a college or something? Scared of getting all the computers pinched. Drone surveillance. Yes, girls in white shorts, very nice. It's alright, she was over 18, I think. Not size 18, I mean years of age. I think that nurse was the size 18 that was fondling my legs with that blood pressure thing. I never had it done on my ankles before. And when she put it around me todger, I said, are you sure you're meant to check my blood pressure, wrapping that rubber thing around me? Ooh, but when she pumped it up, I decided to let her go ahead. Pump it up. Now then, is this Hebden Bridge? Still no signs. Oh, Todmorden Cricket Club. So we're still in the Todmorden area. So despite the map looking like it's very close, it's actually this long and winding road. Oh yes, this rings a bell. No wonder I went on the bloody countryside roadway. It's sort of a straight road all the way to Nelson. Todmorden, with a Sunday market, you turn left here, Hebden Bridge. I think I remember saying all this last time. Like I said, I tend to repeat myself because I'm going to the same places all the time. Nice old town, isn't it? It's very reminiscent of last of the summer wine country. I'll have to go there to Holmfirth. Giza Goldbull went. Because you can actually go in Sid's Cafe. Go on, Albert. It's a below fight. I always worry when I see these brackets. Are they held on securely? How many gears are them? And you think they bend, wouldn't you? Them disc brakes on bicycles, they look so flimsy. And the energy required to put brakes on, you wouldn't think that'd stop a 26-inch wheel, would you? A little disc. It must be really positive action on the tiny little brake pads. Oh, I've got one here, the original factory shop. They sell bargain clothes, but nothing in 5XL. That's why I was delighted to see them on Accrington Market. don't know why I spoke, no way you could hear me. The ears are popping, are we high up or something? Another drain. Hope it's not going to run into an hour. I think I should be there. I'll keep the camera running until I park up at the station, but I could be stuck in traffic for 10 minutes. For some reason it gets congested. Well, it's one of them Hebden Bridges where all people go on a Sunday for afternoon tea. My mum and dad used to go there a lot. Potter around all the antique and boot shops and then have a bite to eat. And then tootle home. Oh, tower on top of there. Speed camera there, they're obsessed. I was saying to someone, that old film Genevieve, I missed it. It's one of them films you never get tired of watching, you know what I mean? There's some really classic films that you can watch over and over again without getting bored. And it was on. I like Dinah Sheridan as well. I like posh talking ladies. Another yapping dog. If I stopped and tooted my horn, it'd crap itself, wouldn't it? Yeah, Genevieve, and if you look at the old film, it's 1953, and if you've never heard of it, it's got a Derek, Dinah Sheridan's husband, played by John, what's he called? I forgot now. In a lot of those Ealing comedies. Oh, John Gregson, that's right. And Dinah Sheridan, and then the other one's Kenneth Moore. I think it's a good film, but the point I'm making is the road signs, the speed signs are 30 and 60, just like they are now. In 1953 with the little jalopy cars with the drum brakes. So shouldn't the speed limits have gone up a bit? Shouldn't the 61 be 80 and the 31 be 50? Although, of course, you still have daft kids, don't you, running across roads and dopey pensioners pulling out, so maybe that's why we still have the old speed limits from many years ago. We still have dafties in this country, that's why. Well, still a textile mill. We still make cotton on the same looms that we had 200 years ago. Eastwood. Now I think I know, like I said, I know why I went on that country road, even though that's a bit samey. At least you're not tootling along on these bloody roads for miles. Old road sign said Halifax 9¼ mile, so we can't be so far off Hebden Bridge then. And brakes are very positive. They'll be very positive, pull them 5 mil and they're on, and then it relaxes. As it heats, you know, then it goes normal, like 30 mil to get them engaged. So why is that happening? There can't be a leak in the system, is it just a heat? I've actually bought a litre of fresh .4 and I was going to do the right hand brakes after what Hepcat Harley said, because that old fluid was about 15 to 20 years old. said do the right one. I said, well, it's alright, but like I said, I'm worried about that. Although it still works, whether it's 5mm or 30mm. I had a look at that breaker, Spurs Unlimited in Hull, to see if he had the right one, and he had, but it had a few marks on. Still, that's nothing if it's if the pistons are like new. And that was slightly cheaper, 56 with 3 posts. But if it's not necessary to spend money, I won't do. It's skint enough. You're doing all of it. Bloody hell. A sudden decision to pull in. I'm in 6th gear, tootling along in 6. I didn't know how to eat yesterday. My mum keeps coming down with little snacks and things, and she, I've got some baby new potatoes, you like them? I said, oh yeah, lots of salt and butter. Not so much of the butter, I thought you're trying to lose weight. So I put them on one of my the little gas ring, the little simmer ring. Put some salt in, water of course. Went on my computer and I got chatting to that mate in London. Plus I watched Hepcat Harley's latest video, the Tracer 900 test. And about an hour later I thought, what's that smell of burning? And then my spuds have boiled dry and burnt them. And the kitchen stinks of burnt spuds now. And I had nothing else in, so I just had, well, nothing, just went to bed after glugging some milk out of a bottle. So that's why I'll be having a big burger today. I remember last year I had one of those funny meats, I think it was a hog or something, hog roast meat. It might have been, I think it was a venison sausage, something like that, something exotic. It's eased off again on the front brake. Is this Hebden Bridge? There's that turning circle. Yeah, you have to go on a circle to turn round. Wait for ages, because when you come off the country road you can't do a left turn. You have to come up here, turn round and then go back. Which is what I have to do. Hepton Stall, the Hepton Stall Martyrs. That's that country road. Lovely views though. Every year I stop and carry on. Stop, admire the view and then carry on. So 44 minutes of filming. Well, more isn't it, because I was filming from home, so that's another 5 minutes to add. Should I bother uploading it? Nice town, isn't it? Flowers everywhere and green trees and old buildings. You know, the classic show on Albert. I'm rather worried because the traffic's not busy. As my mum got the date wrong. Ooh. I've not seen any signs yet, have you, to say classic car show? They're normally tied to lampposts. She got it wrong. Normally it's bumper to bumper if there's a show on. Unless people are thinking You know, they go every year, why bother again? Oh dear me. What's that? Oh, canal side. Haworth 8 mile, Keighley 10 mile. I could go to Haworth, couldn't I? That's a far away. I could park up there and walk. How far is it? Instead of messing about on the grass. If it's on, like I said, why is there nothing tied to lampposts? Oh, it is on. You see all them cars down there? Oh, it's very quiet. Oh, there we are. Vintage rally and car park. Saturday, Sunday. Vintage cars. Good. It'd be nice if I could leave my jacket. I should get into the habit of putting my top box on. Car park full. Oh, did I park last time? See if there's any room on that little grassed area, unless they were restricting it this time. Can't park there. Come on, Albert. This is Jack and Ori. Once upon a time there were 3 birds and they lived up there. I can smell hot metal. Hello. Yes, last time I parked my bike on that grass verge and nobody objected. Is it alright, do you think?
Others have done it.
Yeah, why not?
Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah, I could smell hot metal. Last time I smelled hot metal like that was when my discs were rubbing. So that wasn't a broken bottle. Oh, they're part there. Alright, here, not faffing about. He's part there, isn't he? So now I risk leaving my jacket with nothing in, because all my phone and my credit cards and things are in my new shirt pocket. I'll try not to leave it behind. I left one behind at that Horton Scorton Steam event. Again. Twerp. My locks here. All this way now, I've not used my tyres and on. Yeah, what would that have run over? Remnants of trees. That would that pop a tyre? Possibly. If you run over that. It's an established cut down sapling. It's strong enough to pop a tyre in it. Ah, dear. Is it wise to go here when there's space there? Twerp. Right. It's not too hot today. I'll just leave my jacket open. I'll take my high vis off, that's not necessary. Nothing in there, I don't think. Oh, wet wipes, I'll take them with me if I have a greasy burger. And stick it under there. So look what these bikes are. And let's have a look at the access. Under 404. See, I could have gone on here, bumped up there. Kawasaki ZRX 1100. Could have parked here, couldn't I? Indian, very nice. I'm not moving now, it's alright there, isn't it? I mean, maybe them cars will have gone there just so I could just go forward instead of backward. So they have left the jackets there, haven't they? Oh, my camera's here. I better keep it on. I'll take my camera and put my keys in the inside pocket of this jacket. It's a murky river, isn't it? Not fast flowing at all, that's why. That'd be nice to canoe on, wouldn't it? Oh, is that a weir? Correction, no good for canoeing. It'd be like Deliverance. Oh, that's deep. I'll make you squeal like a pig, boy. Looks like it's about 15 foot deep, that. You know. I think it's got a murky bottom, hasn't it? The water's alright, it's just murky at the bottom, all brown and sludgy. If you look online, Hebden Bridge floods. This actually overflows, believe it or not. How can it get that high and flood? Or is it flooding into this? Anyway, I'll knock it off. Bye for now.